me do the thing. Ignore the socks. I work in boots, so I end up wearing fuzzy socks most of the time. Let's see why. There we go. One moment, chat. Love you lots. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Boop. Just doing the thing. The important thing. The important thing. Then, now that I've announced it across Discord, because Discord gets it first. Discord gets it first every time, basically. And then Twitter. And then if I have something to use as the Instagram picture, then Instagram gets it. Even though if I'm going to post anywhere, I vastly prefer Instagram to Twitter. I'm not a huge fan of either of them, but that's just me not liking social media for the most part. Important for streaming things, but that doesn't mean I like it very much. Boop, and then I go back to there. I'm so sorry this is taking so long. I'm having to like retype everything for the majority of it. Nope, nope, nope. Boop, boop, boop. Actually, do. Come on, there we go. Not the neatest copy of my setup, but hey. Why does it look like that's fine? As long as that one sends, the current one. Hey, there we go. Okay, cool, 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 cool. And then let me get my rain noises on. We like rain. Rain is nice. So I actually have 2 flower crowns for you, which is a streaming first for us, because normally we only do 1 at a time, and then calligraphy or something like that. I do not have calligraphy to offer you today. I am going to probably be doing something on probably Twitter, maybe Instagram, maybe both, if I'm feeling squirrely, where I'm gonna post something and have y'all suggest songs and poems for me to do in calligraphy for streams. Okay, that is actually getting warm. My hot glue gun's right there. And what do we always say? Be self-aware of where your hot glue gun is. Important. But yes, I have two flower crowns for you today. And one is a commission for darling Anne. I hope she can come in here at some point. But the first one we're gonna do is not a commission, but it will be for sale, and it's a little bit of an experiment. Just a little bit of an experiment. We're doing a pride crown. I meant to do this earlier in the month, but I kind of, you know, I went through a period of time where I was not doing so hot with the streaming thing, I'm working on it. I've got a game plan. We're on our 3rd stream this week already, so we've got the ball rolling. We just need to keep momentum. Lots of reminding myself that it's okay for smaller streams, you know, it's okay to do a little bit more variety. This is the 2nd art stream in a week, which is fine. We'll probably do, I haven't decided what we're doing later this week. We'll probably do something. I will not be streaming Saturday, because it is Dad's birthday, and then Sunday is 4th of July, so we will probably not do our normal Sunday stream. But those are planned absences. Lean over here, but look. Like, I've got a legal pad and, like, pages of notes of things that I can do. And, you know, I like to do my mobile games sometimes, too. So I actually was suggested by a friend, fellow streamer, another mobile game. So I have to look into it, maybe run through it at least once before. That way I get used to the controls. Or you guys can watch me fumble around. That's half the fun sometimes, right? But yeah, I've got plants. I've got crowns. We have lovely Morgana here to help us model our crowns. I am doing something a little special with this pride crown, a little experimental. Something I've wanted to try and do for a while. Pride crown in itself is awesome. Light up pride crown though? Ho ho! We're gonna add lights. We're going to add lights. It's gonna be cool. So, I do have some blue. These blue flowers are actually pulled from my stash of personal flowers that go into my own hair. But I don't use blue very often, at least not anymore. I did when I was first starting out, but that was because I had mostly blue. More than likely these are left over from some other project, and I actually haven't touched them, like, ever. Let me move that to the side for right now. Stay. So we technically already have the prep work for our blue done because the blue is done. I have red. I have orange. I have plenty of yellow. Here we go. Yellow. I actually found green flowers. And then Weeple. Hello. We got a rainbow, which you can't see our blue anymore because the yellow's covering it, but that's okay. Rainbow! As you can see, we are doing all one type of flower, but I figured because the important stuff here was the colors and not, like, the height in it, I think this would be fine. It's like this pom-pom of foliage. Okay, I'm going to toss these off to the side for a second. We will prep them in a minute. I want to get our, so one of the things that's going to be experimental about this is actually attaching the battery pack to it, because you want to make sure you can still get it open. So this is the side of the battery pack that needs to stay, like, accessible. So that means this is the part that's going to end up, the actual, like, pack for the batteries is going to be the part attached. And we're going to go, let's be smart about this and actually physically take the batteries out of the battery pack before we start putting hot glue on this, because that sounds like a recipe for disaster. And I don't have the money for disaster right now. So the tricky part about this is going to be the fact that the battery pack has to be attached to the wire, but the rest of it, like the actual, like, wiring with the lights in it, will need to get attached at the same time we're attaching the flowers, which means we have to do this and attach this and then get the ribbon on without entirely encasing the this. It shouldn't be that difficult, but I think it's going to be just difficult enough, if that makes sense. And I chose chunky ribbon this time. Chunky. I wanted a good base for this. Alright, so I don't know where my open thing of wire went. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I have a new set of drawers over here, and they're taller. There's like 9 actual drawers in it. So when I did that, of course, I organized things, but I don't necessarily know where everything is just yet. I will get there though. Alright, cool. Morgana, please. It's not about you just yet, dear. Alright, I'm trying to think about... trying to think. Always trying to think. Thinking is not my forte sometimes, especially when I've already had work. Okay. So purposely making a little bit of a wider base, and I can't use myself for this, but I have found that since my flower crowns tend to tilt like this anyway, I found when I was trying it on myself, and of course it doesn't work quite as well on here because she's perfectly rounded in the back, but if we pop that there, it should work. It'll be a little clunky in the back, but we'll cover it up with more flowers. Ooh. That could potentially be a problem. The switch is on this part, which means we can't completely cover this back in glue and ribbon. We'll figure this out. We will figure this out. First we need to get the wire base in though. It's kind of important. And y'all are welcome to chit-chat with me, ask me questions. I like questions. I like answering questions. I have to get back into the habit of not holding things like to my chest while I do them, so that you guys can see it, since you guys cannot see my face. And we know why. We know why we don't see the face. Have we discussed why? Have I actually discussed actively why I don't show my face on camera? We should at some point. I think I'd like there to be more people in here when I do that, though. I think I'd like there just to be a few more people in here when I do that. Obviously, I can repeat myself. That's kind of the life of a streamer, is to end up repeating yourself several times over for the same thing. I watch it with some of my favorite streamers all the time. Alright, so I want this to be a little bit more flexible, so we're gonna kind of leave it at that. Where did my... Why do I have so many different wire nippers? The world may never know. Okay. We should have more than enough to make ands too when we get to that point, huh? Hello! I'm glad you could make it. So what I do here, for those who have not watched a flower crown stream, my next step after I do get the actual wire base is I tend to go and fill some extra spaces to stabilize, and I cover up the two endpoints with hot glue just so that they don't stab through the fabric and then end up stabbing heads. You know, would not be comfortable. I wouldn't even want Morgana the foam head to deal with that, so definitely don't want real people's heads to deal with that. Alright. amount of things you learn to do one-handed when you do multimedia art. Oh, well that's why that's not going in there. Okay. Yeah, I can touch that now. Okay, cool. Dun, dun. I hope you're having a good day. I had work today, which is, I mean, that's pretty normal. You know, adult doing the adulty things, I guess. Alright, so let's see. We probably need to flatten out the back a little bit more than I normally do, so that we can do... I'm trying to think if I need to do it the other way now, that I realize, so I have a little bit of a conundrum. I know I've mentioned this already a little bit, but, so that's the switch to actually turn on the lights, but that's the side that comes off. Technically speaking, I'd probably need to secure this side directly to the wire so that you can actually, you know, pull. Hi, darling! I hope you're doing alright. Figuring out the logistics of adding lights to a flower crown. Should I have figured this out before? Probably. Did I? Not so much. Let's see. Okay, that's not anything necessarily important, so I'm going to cut off this big tag first. And well, I had work today, so you know. Had to do a bit of relaxing after work before I started streaming. Of course, I ended up watching somebody else's stream for a little while first, so I also got distracted when setting up by that stream, because I was very invested in it. It was a... I don't know if any of you guys watch Ranboo, Tommy Annette, or Tubbo. I'm just gonna go for this. I'm just gonna go for it. But they did a You Laugh, You Lose, and it was very funny to watch, so... And that's what I end up getting distracted by. If you ever see this go out of frame, I'm literally using my chin to push down the hot glue sticks until it does it. It was! They did really well with that one. It was... And Ranboo's being the one to make Tommy and Tubbo lose was hilarious. Okay, so this is gonna get a little bulky on the hot glue, I think, but kinda encase the wiring in hot glue for a second. Alright, so we're gonna hold it here because I gotta stabilize it in order for it to stay. And then I guess if I stiffen the ribbon around where the switch is, that should work, I think. I might need to pull out... I think I might need to pull out the super glue for that, actually. It's easier to stiffen up ribbon with super glue than it is with hot glue, because hot glue just makes a disastrous mess. Let's see. this part itself can take a second. It's pretty much stable on its own. It's gonna need another minute or two to set properly before I can actually do much of anything else with it. So we're gonna pull out the ribbon. There is. And out comes the custom lighter. Fun fact. Yes, it's a Zippo. It's a legitimate Zippo. It is a custom done Zippo lighter. But instead of having the standard kerosene insert to have flame, which is normal, you know, flame would normally come out of right there, I have an electric one. And it literally, it just, do that, and I slide it out, and I charge it when it gets low. And then whenever it's charged, pop back in, pop that open, boop. And the way it tells me it's low is it starts to, only one half of the X will come out. But it works, I'm not gonna say just as well as a flame, but pretty well. Pretty close. And the reason I pulled this out right away is because... Oh, thanks! Hey, Julia! Nice to see you. And the reason we pulled this out right away is because the manufacturers never seal the ends of their ribbons, and it's hard to work with it when it's literally falling apart in your hands. So there is that. A little singe, but that's okay. This actually is a fairly stiff one on its own. It's got wires running through the thread, through the edges, which is part of the reason I thought it would be good for this particular project. Yeah, we're getting around that. I'm also going to stay somewhere around here. Trying to do this without getting my face in the shot is always fun. I do not have like a button that makes it. Oh, it's across the room in the other direction. I do also, for instances where I need something a little faster, have an actual lighter. He's my Scorpio lighter. Let that be a hint to a birthday. If you so desire it. Alright, so pulling this out, and also going to pull out this. This is an X-Acto knife that there's no lid cap for it anymore. I don't know where the cap for my X-Acto knife went. So we had to wrap it in something because it disappeared. Yes! Fire! Arson! Let's go! Is this gonna turn off my rain sounds if I do this? It did not. Yes! Woo! Okay. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm probably going to... Okay. Because I'm gonna end up having to basically seal the ribbon onto the battery box, and then gently cut the ribbon, like, in ways so that you can actually get the battery box back open and turn the switch on and off. And make it seem a little bit more seamless with the rest of the thing. But this is our base here, and obviously it's way too big for Morgana. It's also not going to be this ginormous. Once we get the ribbon on there, it always bulks up a little bit. But yeah, it's going to sit probably somewhere like that. If it were to press against the back of your head, it would sit like this, and again, it's going to be padded a bit once we get the ribbon on there. So let's get this show on the road. I'm trying to make sure this is like completely cooled and set. Yes. Yes, I think it is. Okay, cool. Ah, the Instagram vultures have found my "it's time for a stream" post. There's nothing wrong with Instagram. Well, nothing more wrong with Instagram than normal social media. I just keep getting those people from, like, the places that say they'll help small streamers get going, and then I'm sure some of them do, but honestly, I haven't never heard of any of these places. I did realize that sometime in the beginning of June was like my 6-month anniversary of streaming, because I started in December, but I don't know exactly when in December I started. So yeah, there's that. Apparently I've been streaming for 6 months now, and I had no idea. So there is that. I want to say I started streaming somewhere around maybe the 13th. I could probably find out. Problem is, I have been on Twitch with this username a lot longer than I've been streaming. So finding out when I first streamed and finding out how long I've been on Twitch are going to be two totally different things. Okay, so that's exactly what I was looking to do. So see how, well, when it stays down, and then I'm going to put another layer on the outside here. It gets nice and stiff and stays down. And this is, you know, unfortunately it's a little bit of a waiting game when it comes to super glue versus like hot glue, because with hot glue we just kind of keep on rolling. But with the super glue element, it's a little bit different. Not in a bad way, just a little bit different. I'm trying to think if I even really need or want to glue down that side. Probably not, and so I may just do a little snippage here. If I take right behind where the camera is one of my many little jars and jugs and holders for pens. I have a lot of pens, guys. I have a problem when it comes to pens. And it's not a problem I intend to fix anytime soon, to be completely honest. So we... There we go. And then, because this is at such an awkward angle and I don't know if I'm going to be able to quite get my Zippo in right where I need it, fire. You really don't need to get it all that close to it. You don't want it to catch on fire because that's dangerous. You basically want to get the flame close enough to the ribbon to heat it up because it's satin and so it melts a little bit. Okay, there we go. Perfect little spot for this whole corner is just not going down. It frustrates me. Alright. There we go. Alright, so let's see. The next part of this would technically be bringing it over this, but I could also just artfully avoid that by doing this and going on with the rest of the... It's going to be a mess. In fact, that might be what I do, is I just artfully avoid going over that, and we'll just cover it with flowers later. Ah! The lights, they're attacking! No! Stay. That is something we will be contending with basically the whole time, too, is we have to contend with the fact that the whole spool of ribbon is still attached. And that the lights are still attached to us. But away we go. It's kind of just getting tossed on the ground beside. This is part of why I work close to the floor for these things. Yes, I will be wrapping the ribbon around the whole wire because it acts as a cushion and a base. A cushion for your head and a base for the flowers. Because it's really hard to basically directly stick little flowers like this directly onto the wires and it to be comfortable. You want it to be, comfortable. That's the whole, that's half the point of wearing a flower crown is you not only want to look good, but you want to feel good. And you can't feel good in a flower crown if it's not comfortable. So the wire's for the stability, the ribbon is for the comfort. And I am making an absolute mess out of this. Oh, you know what? If you give me a second, I can pull one of my old ones and I can show you what they end up looking like done. Well, oh, I have super glue on my hands now. Delightful. 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 Let me grab you one of the old ones. This is the last time I used white. So this is a completed one, and let's change the lighting up here. Here we go. Bright white. This is the one we did when we had the little pearl things. And they sit like this. Oh, you cannot see her. Can we? Thank you. Yeah, so those are what they look like done. I am swapping this back to the warm lighting because for my own eyes. I'll set that over there. That's what the finished result with mixed flowers looks like. I haven't done one with a single style flower in a while, but we will actually be doing, I don't know, there's multiple different flowers and ants. And as a note, because we have a few more people in here than we did before last time I said this, all flower crowns that are not specified as commissions are for sale. You can DM me on Instagram or Twitter, or if you have my Discord, for pricing. Just a note, this Pride one will be more expensive because it literally has electronics in it. I did a yellow one a couple months back that I ended up selling to a friend, and they paid me $90 for it, which was, that's a pretty decent price for a handmade flower crown. Fake flowers, contrary to popular belief, are not cheap. Let me, well, the nice ones. Let me untwist myself here a little bit, because I'm gonna go insane if I don't. I am tangled! Ah! Oh, we are not tangled anymore. We are not tangled anymore. Well, we probably will be again soon, but, with this wide of a ribbon, we will, we don't mind the bending. Like, when I use a smaller ribbon, I tend to make sure it stays unfolded as possible. But in this case, I don't mind so much. Dun, dun. I need to make a DMCA-free playlist specifically for art streams, I think. Because, like, the rain noises are great, and it's, like, tradition at this point. Is that the right word? Tradition? I don't know. I'm gonna go with it. It's like tradition at this point to have the rain noises on during art streams, but I'm wondering if maybe we can't do some kind of music at some point, because I'm gonna end up singing something that's DMCA at some point if I'm not careful. This ribbon is fighting me. That's what I get for using 2.5-inch wide ribbon. I just saw 10 yards and went, ooh, yes. This part always takes a little bit of time, especially if I decide to go around more than once. Are any of you guys, my lovely people in chat, are any of y'all familiar with Art Fight? Art Fight, Art Fight. Art Fight starts tomorrow. And if you do not know what Art Fight is, I have a thing to tell you. Art Fight is an annual online event. Artfight.net is quite literally the website for it. And you sign up, you pop in your characters, and there are teams. This year it is Cyberpunk versus Steampunk. I am on Team Steampunk. Several of my other friends are on Team Cyberpunk, which is great because that means I get to draw for them and attack, attack them and their team by drawing art for them. It's basically a giant art trade with teams and points. It lasts the entire month of July. It starts on the 1st, tomorrow, at noon Mountain Time or something like that. I don't know. All I know is I won't be able to attack until after I get off work tomorrow, and that's fine, because I wouldn't have been able to in the morning anyway. This is my second year doing it, and I am super excited. After stream today, I have one more character I need to... well, 2 more characters I need to upload. And then I will be pretty much ready to go. It is very cool. It is very fun. The first 2 weeks, it can be a little iffy to get anything uploaded to the website, mostly because it crashes so hard. It's run by a very small group of people, so they sometimes have some server issues, but it's entirely worth it. Attacks in like the middle of the month are super easy to upload. I spent probably 6-7 months with a profile picture on Discord drawn by somebody who attacked me last July. It's not my Discord profile picture anymore, but not because I didn't want to anymore, but because I had a bit of a rebrand. But yeah, it's basically an excuse to draw things for your friends and for them to draw things for you. And I am very excited about this year because my digital art has improved greatly, and I am so ready. It is mostly digital art, but there are definitely plenty of traditional artists on there too. Let's see, and I am just unraveling again. Why do I always unravel like this? I don't think it's this bad that I'm using smaller ribbon, but to be fair, that's smaller ribbon. Watching me struggle. That's the life of a streamer. Very excited about this. And then I'm gonna do this a couple of times to get that face. Come here. Get that cradle. So what I've done here is I've gone around a couple of times this way to create this like plush cradle of ribbon that I'm going to... Alright, now I gotta like unfold this enough. Let me tack this down with a little bit of glue. You can still push this to the side to get to the switch. I did create a whole new character just for Art Fight this year, and it's, you know, it's not a requirement in the slightest, but it's something that ends up being really fun half the time. If I can figure out the angles, I will try and show her. She's on my iPad, and I am currently using my phone as camera, so. Don't need to apologize. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. I literally have not gotten more than the ribbon done and the battery box for the lights integrated. Literally just tacking down the ends of the ribbon now. Welcome, welcome. We were talking about Art Fight, and I was getting tortured by the decision to use 2.5-inch wide ribbon. If I have any lovely people in the UK or Europe in chat, 1 inch is 2.5 centimeters, so do with that knowledge what you will. Okay, so yeah, and then so basically on the battery box case we will I won't be able to put too many flowers. Am I still able? Yeah, okay. Come on. Ooh. Here we go. If anybody's ever concerned about my finger pads, one, I've been sewing and doing other things with my hands since I was very small. Welcome back. I'm glad you were able to give Art Fight a quick look. It's gonna be awesome. They deserve the attention. Yeah, and so basically it's hidden but not impossible to reach, and of course I don't have batteries in it right now, so let's, for those of you just joining us, let me show you what I'm integrating into this flower crown that is not something I've done before. I'm sure it's been done before, but not something I've done before. Bit of a challenge for myself for this crown. We're adding lights to this flower crown, chat. Lights! Like the stars in the night sky. I'm so excited. So excited. Alright, so we have our base and our lights. Now we need some flowers, don't we? So we're gonna set that to the side. You can kind of see it right there. Set the ribbon over there. Stay. Evil ribbon. I'm so excited about the lights. So technically the blue ones are already prepped because they are pulled out of my stash of spare flowers. If you think my stash is small, I hate to break it to you, but it is 2 very large drawers full of extra fake flowers. And we'll probably end up with more because I have lots more flowers to prep. There, my scissors. There they go. Stay. My scissors decided they were gonna go wee. Let me move the lighters out of the way and these out of the way. Don't worry, they are not in a place where I'm going to hurt myself. They are nice and tucked out of the way. Yeah, the scissors went wee. I'm like, Yeah. Alright, so this is flower prep time, and they literally just snip. I use these scissors for like everything, so I probably need to sharpen them at some point. They are just super scissors at times. That. I might, let's see, we'll set that aside It's about an even amount of yellow and blue right now, so maybe I can see if I can try and keep... Oh, hello. Let's not get super glue everywhere, Ghost. That would be a bad thing. That's gonna go there. Apparently everything wants to run away today, and that's not a good idea. Morgana, take a seat right there. If y'all have not met Morgana, this is Morgana the Foam Head. Cersei is downstairs with Mom at the moment, so we've got Morgana, who is going to be our lovely model today. She's a good girl, aren't she? She is. I'm an odd bean, sorry. I've got, look at the shade of purple I found. Oh, you guys can't, that is, hang on. There we go, now we can actually see the colors. I had the warm light on for myself. If I'm gonna put the bright light on, I need to get my glasses. Not that y'all can see my face. Yep, Morgana. That would be how you spell that. I'm going to do this one and set those to the side for right now. So what I'm doing is I'm not cutting all of them just yet because they get a little bit unwieldy. More than likely we almost never need every single flower that we have, even every single flower that we end up cutting. So what I try to do is I cut smaller amounts during stream, and then like after stream when I'm putting the excess into my box, into my drawers, I go ahead and just cut them then. And extras get used for future projects, or if I'm braiding my own very long hair, very long hair, look at that little bit of hair there, I will braid and pin my own hair into flower crowns, which is why I sell the ones that I make like this, because I don't need them for my own hair. They'll get used in that. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, hang on. 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 21? 21. 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 21. So, pulled those off like that, and then snip. This is actually one of my favorite shades of red to work with. I love this shade of red. It's vibrant. And it's one of the darker of the colors that I have grabbed for this particular, you know, besides the shades of blue. Boop, boop, boop. So I'm thinking, since I can't stream on Saturday, I might try and stream on Friday. Of course I gotta figure out what I'd be doing. We could play Sky, we could play some other game, I could try and rope some people into playing Among Us with me. I like Among Us anyway. I know not everybody does, but I like Among Us. I'm trying to think, what else can we do? We did start The Witcher, what, a month and a half ago now? I could continue playing that. 9, 12, 18, 21. I could find some other game to play. You know, I've got things we can do. I could, oh wait, no. Friday, actually, I did have something planned for Friday. I forgot about that. I was thinking about dragging some friends into playing Phasmophobia. Played it a couple of times with them. They are far better than I am. But I do usually have fun with it, and it's something I can play that I think people enjoy. And you get to hear me make the same joke over and over and over again, and giggle every time. My name's Ghost, and I make ghost jokes. So I am, if I can drag my friends into it, planning a Phasmophobia stream for Friday evening. get off work at like 4, so it means I'll be home by 4:35, something like that. Alright, so last color. Okay. Ooh, these ones are a little different. Okay. How many per? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14. So if there's 7 on this one, it would be 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Obviously, again, we can always clip more for just, do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Boop. Alright, so we have prepped our 6 colors. Look at that, look at that. 6 colors. Oh, my hip just popped. I really hope that one didn't come through. And now it is time to decorate. Now it's time for the fun part. And I had thought about, like, being really methodical and putting, like, each color in a section, and I thought, wouldn't it be more fun for it to be random placement? I think it would be more fun for random placement. So I'm going with random placement, I think. Ah! Julia hitting me with that hydrate. Where did my water bottle go? Oh, there he is. You get to peep the water bottle. Woo! Thank you, Julia, for reminding me to hydrate. It's a lot of Minecraft stickers. It's also, so I am a little bit of a Dream SMP fan. This, if you know anything about Dream SMP, you might know the phrase "have some blue." And so I got this sticker. I have a story with this. So you might recognize the "have some blue." So I have a friend at work who's also an outside of work friend, who's also a stream friend, who I don't know if she's here today or not, but she's fantastic. And Fire Lily Faye, if you have time to go check her out, she's another art streamer. She's absolutely fantastic. She knows very little about Dream SMP. Basically, what myself and another of her friends have told her about Dream SMP. But before this, she really knew nothing. And this was when the giant dream smiley face was the only sticker on my water bottle. So, and this came with my dream hoodie that I am not wearing today. Not wearing at the moment, but will probably be wearing after stream because it's comfy. But, basically, she was harping on me about hydrating, as you do, because we were at work, and it was warm. And, she was pretending that the smiley face was the one talking to me because she didn't know it was a reference to Dream, which is fair. Not everybody does, and that's okay. And she was like, it's calling you, telling you to have some blue. I was like, oh, but that's actually a reference. Oh, and I immediately went to Redbubble. And by lunchtime I had ordered the stickers I needed because I was determined I was going to have some blue. I have hydrated more with this water bottle since I put stickers on it than I have ever hydrated with water bottles before. So that is the story behind the have some blue sticker being on my water bottle. I thought it was funny. Let's see. Now it is time. Is there something I need to do with I feel like there's something I need to do with it, but I don't know. Okay. It doesn't give me an option to do anything with it, so I'm going to... So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do random instead of trying to like put it in any kind of pattern, because that would be... I feel like that would be boring, and this is not going to be a boring flower crown at all. That is still very warm. Kinda wish I had dragged one of my pillows down, but that is okay. I feel like, see, this is not how I normally do things, but I don't normally have this kind of base. Normally I hold it in my hand and twist and turn and what have you, but I can't really do that today, can I? I mean, I could. Would end up dropping it more, though. Do, do, do. There we go. The key to getting off hot glue strings, if they're not completely, like if they're still a little bit warm, wrap it around your fingers a few times and then sharply pull. And it should snap it closer to the, How long have I been making flower crowns? Let's see here. How long have I been friends with them? I have been making this style with the wire for about 6 months, and then I had another, but I want to say in totality between all of the versions I've gone through, probably about 1.5 to 2 years now. I used to make them with a completely ribbon base that were like floppy and flexible. Do I still have one around here? I probably do. I think I do. Hang on. Let's see. Where is it? Maybe I don't. Oh, it may be up in the closet. Okay, I don't. Well, okay, I don't have the completely floppy one anymore. Well, actually, I think I have it. I think it's up in a box in the closet. But I do have my very first stiff cord flower crown was this. It's actually a giant industrial... I'm sorry, you're gonna step aside for a second. It's a industrial zip tie on the inside. And then it was before I got good at wrapping ribbon around the core, so I literally like folded it around the zip tie instead of wrapping it. And then it used to only be the white flowers here and the greenery, but I found buttercups one day when I was getting ready to make something for a friend, and I was like, yes. So this is actually my personal one. I enjoy this one greatly. And so this is the one, this is like one of the only ones in my room that is not currently for sale, besides the one that's in the box over there that has not been made yet, that is a commission. Thank you. So I've definitely, I want to say I've improved quite a bit in my time making them, because I've gone from super floppy ribbon bases to, I mean, actual wire core flower crowns that retain their shape and actually stay on your head. And I would know they stay on your head because one of the ones I made on stream, like the next day or like a day or two after I had made that one on stream, I went to a city about 3 hours away and wore it all day long in the city. Like, I had so many different comments on it. There it is. Ah, stay. Okay, I am thinking I kind of want to go ahead and like tack the lights down a little bit. Bye! Thanks for joining! Have a wonderful rest of your day! So I kind of want to go ahead and tack the lights down, see if I can kind of almost get them out of my way. You know, that's fair, that's fair. Like this part of the wire, I kind of want to let's see. Ooh, that was a little toasty, as it should be. And then we're gonna wrap the non-lit part of the wire around here real quick. I probably could have covered the non-lit part of the wire in ribbon, but I did not. It's alright, it'll be hidden by flowers soon enough. Alright, cool. So we'll tack this down here. Hi! Welcome! Glad to see you! Don't get in trouble at work. I know how it is to lurk. I know how it is to lurk at work. Just don't get yourself in trouble, okay? Alright. I am so excited about this one. Alright, so now's where we're gonna get a little fanciful with it. I end up lurking in Philza's streams most of the time while I'm at work, like, cause funnily enough, Mondays I'm a little too busy to lurk while I'm at work, but, just cause Mondays are my busy day at work. But, like, Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm usually in the stockroom or upstairs, or in the upstairs stockroom anyway, so I get to lurk in Philza's streams during work those days. It's kind of funny sometimes. Obviously I'm careful about it, you don't want to get yourself in trouble. Technically I should not encourage the lurking at work thing. That would be trying to make sure I do this right without, like, kind of want to have them on while I do this just so I can see this. You're so pretty. Trying to, like, gently smooth out because they're embedded in wire, like the lights themselves, and there's like really sharp bend points in part of the wire. And we are still working on the Pride one, darling. You have not missed a thing with yours. I am, like, literally just getting these lights in place. I have not done much with the flowers yet. We are doing lights for our Pride crown. I'm so excited about this, guys. If you couldn't tell. We have talked about all kinds of things so far. I've had lovely people in my chat today. I'm so excited. I'm excited to get this one done so I can see how it is, so I can test the waters with getting it sold. Not because I don't want it in my house, but mostly because I want to have somebody be able to enjoy it. That's part of why I wish I had gotten this done a lot sooner than I did, than I am. I have a friend at work that's like, when you get it done, will you send me pictures? I was like, yes, of course. I don't have the box anymore, but I'm pretty sure these lights were called fairy lights. Which is exactly what I think of when I'm thinking of these. And I know Anne's about to make some kind of fae comment there, and that's okay. I accept my fate. You... Yes, Anne. For those in chat who do not know what Anne is talking about, Anne has been speculating that I'm part fae since probably shortly after we started talking. My point right now, I'm at the point right now is, if my fae heritage could, like, come in and allow me to have powers and properly disappear into the woods, I'd be fairly okay with that, I think. Like, I'd still want internet, but because I would miss y'all, but so yes, Anne is determined that I'm at least part fae. And I guess my profile picture persona lady doesn't really help that, considering the ears and the eyes and all that jazz. I did seemingly befriend a small flock of crows, small murder of crows outside of work this morning. There were more of them than normal, because, like, we have two that generally live in the woods around my job. Oh, no, you need to stay there. Yes, that. There were about 8 or 9 of them this morning, and I thought that was really cool. They were very sweet. I love crows. They're so good. They're so good. Somebody apparently had spilled waffle fries in the parking lot, and they were going ham on those waffle fries. And they were, like, bobbing at me the way they would bob at each other. I guess they were trying to get me to come and join in. I was like, I don't need parking lot fries. But thank you. You guys enjoy your parking lot fries. I didn't even know what they were picking up at first until I saw one of them fly off with an entirely intact one. I was like, oh, y'all are getting your morning potatoes in. Good for them. Very good, Anne. I'm very proud of you. Befriend the crows. They remember those that are nice to them. Oh, I think this is gonna look so good when we are done. I kind of wanna perhaps weave this one under instead of over. Have it lay a little lower. we get a little glow under the flowers, we get a little glow over the flowers. We are going to glow. I don't think this is what they meant when they said glow up, but you know what? This is what I'm going with. You're having to deal with the bad puns today, I'm sorry. Bad jokes with Ghost. Oh, that'll be so cool! Absolutely. Dude, you'll have to send me pictures of that because, you know, my crown being worn at a pride. My city's a little weird. Sometimes we do our parades in October. Or another parade in October. I honestly don't know if it's an additional one or if it is the one. I genuinely have no idea. Okay. Now we are lit. Let there be light, my loves. Oh god, why do I make such bad jokes? Why do you guys tolerate the bad jokes? I'm glad you do, but why? Thank you, Anne. Thank you. Can't be the only one around here making bad jokes. Now it's time to do the flowers. Smoky, I can tell when something's a more warm light than when I'm wearing my glasses. I can tell something's a little bit more of a warm light when there's actually like almost a blue tinted reflection from my glasses. It doesn't happen very often. It's like when I have my eyes at a certain angle, not certain angle. That would be weird. This is very true. Bad jokes are best jokes. Like, there's something so pure about a bad joke. Just makes it amazing. I might have to turn off the lights while I do the rest of this, and then we can do the big light reveal at the end. I just need to be able to see what I'm doing. Yes, when I'm bored, when I'm mindlessly humming, sometimes it will end up being classical music. I don't know if that actually even came across the mic because the rain noise, but yeah. So we've talked a lot about me. How are y'all? How are my lovely people? How are my lovely people today? I want to know how you guys are. remember there being static in this particular, Oh, I need to watch Loki. I haven't watched any of Loki yet. Mostly because I just don't sit down and watch shows anymore. But with Good Omens Season 2 coming out, I guess I need to change my tune on that one a little bit. Aw, that was a thing. Yeah, I know. I can't believe we're getting a season 2 of Good Omens. I genuinely did not think we were going to. I had to apply glue again to this particular flower because, like, part of the stem melted because of the heat. The heat, I tell you! It can't take the heat. Maybe it should get out of the kitchen. Oh wait, we're not in a kitchen. No, I'm not doing a cooking stream. I'm doing a flower crown stream. These bad jokes just keep getting worse, guys. Do I need to find new rain sounds? I don't remember it dying like this. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do, that's not, that one's already attached. Ghost, what are you doing? My rain sounds just dying. Is that what's going on? I don't remember the static being part of this. I think my, oh, I genuinely think that, my rain sounds are dying. That's weird. Let's see if I can find something that's not dying. Hang on. Oh. Whoa, no, what is that? What is that? No, go away. Is this my iPad that's freaking out? No, it was definitely ambient mixer. Okay. Just so y'all are aware, I use for the rain noises, I use an app called Ambient Mixer. Great place to find some relaxing background music. Or not even music, just background noise. And I have been using this same rain theme for a while now, but apparently it just died, and I'm not sure if it was because I had done it longer than I normally do, or if it was because the file was started corrupting. I don't know. We're gonna switch to something else though. I've listened to this one before. Let's see if it doesn't. Let's hope it doesn't immediately start dying. There we go. This one's a little more subtle. This one's called Slytherin Common Room. If you were not aware, I am a Slytherin. Well, in the world of Harry Potter, I am. Anyway. Indeed, indeed. Although I am happy to tolerate pretty much. Ooh, there's food downstairs. I might have to run and grab food. I don't normally eat on stream, but I might have to make an exception for this. Because it's spaghetti and meatballs. Give me just a second. Would y'all be okay with that if I went and grabbed food? Okay. I'm gonna go run and grab food for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. While I'm gone, I gotta figure out which side it's on. So, okay, it's right here, I think. You can have lights while I'm gone. I'll be right back. I have food. Ah! No. I have food. Spaghetti and meatball night. Dude, I'm so excited. Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh. Parental units have done it again. Delicious food. Y'all let me know if this background noise is too repetitive. I know that can get annoying sometimes. I will probably not be the one to notice it first, though. You know, normally we start at front and work our way back with flowers, but I've kind of started at the back since we had more to cover. Oh gosh, that means I'm not going to be starving when I get done with the stream today. That's going to be very nice. I need to push these back so I can actually see what I'm doing. Ah! No! My floral! My purple! Back! Come back! No! Did it go under here? It did. It did go under there. Just kind of need to do this. That's what I'm missing. I wasn't missing blue, but I have to remind myself this is not for me, so I need to be less, I need to stop the orange. Need to start using more orange. Not a fan of orange for myself. I love it for other people, it's just not for me. That's how I am with pink most of the time, too. Maybe this is getting too repetitive. Oh, let's try that one. Trying a different ambience. The Slytherin one was getting repetitive very quickly. Let's see. I love the contrast between some of the colors I'm using here, because, you know, some of the, like the red and the orange and some of the blues are really vibrant, and then everything else is a little bit more pale, and so I really like that difference that we've got going there. excited about how this is turning out already. Like, it's coming together nicely in a rainbow of color. Rainbow. I'm kind of trying to fill in the little spots that I see. You know how I normally do that at the end. Trying to fill them in as I see them this go round. Just because I want to make sure it looks nice and full, and we're gonna have to flip it over at some point and do pretty much the other side. Because of course we have to do that, especially for the front, to make it look a little nicer. You can't see. Make it look a little nicer when it's on the head. It actually looks full. Thank you, Morgana, for your services again. Actually, we're going to employ Morgana one more time, because... Oh, Morgana, this is going to be wonderful. It's a little heavy. I expected that, though. I expected a little heavy. I expected a little heavy. Let's see. I'm really pleased with how this is turning out, to be completely honest. I was a little worried about the lights thing in general. Like, you know, it's not something that I see a lot, and not something that I was worried that it was just not gonna work at all. But so far, it seems to be working. very good. You're jealous of my food? Why are you jealous of my food? Go get food then, Anne. I literally got sauce on my glasses and I genuinely don't know how. I like this ambient noise one. I like this one. It's a fireside in a storm or something like that. Oh, that means you need to go grocery shopping. Then again, it's like super late for you, so I guess that would be semi-excusable at the moment. I realized that after I said it. I was like, actually, it's very, very late for Anne. But I know Anne wants to see her flower crown get made, so I shan't shoo you away just yet. But after stream, you should go to bed. Okay, as long as you promise. You know I'll see if you don't go to bed, because we'll be in Discord together. Ghosty sees all. Considering you're in several of the servers I'm in. Including mine. I would hope I'm in my own server. That would be weird if I wasn't. Honestly, when it's in all caps like that, it reminds me of an owl. I like owls. I wouldn't say they're my favorite animal, but I like owls a lot. and the owl, and the owl. They are, I agree. Oh, I already have, I need to put... Okay, let the top set for a second and eat a little bit more spaghetti. And then and then we'll flip it over and put some things on the bottom. And flip. So I'm not gonna worry about too much there, because that's gonna basically be at the base of your skull. But we're gonna worry about here. To clean it up just a little bit. Trying to think of what I would call my favorite animal. Probably a panda. I have been rather obsessed with pandas for a while now, actually. No, not the static again, no! I think my iPad's freaking out, y'all. That's fair, that's fair. I just enjoy pandas in general. I like pandas. No, we're static. What is it with it going staticky when the thing has... Okay. I could pull out the DMCA free music that I'd been using for my starting soon screens. It's kind of repetitive because there's like not a lot of songs on it, but where did that go? Here we go. kind of chill. That's totally fair. There's a zoo here in the US that literally gets service dogs for their cheetahs. And so they have cheetah cubs and Labrador puppies grow up together, and the cheetah cubs become less anxious. Yeah, emotional support puppers for one of the world's deadliest predators. Now that's a job. This one, this one mixed with the noises from the end is really funky coming through headphones, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of vibe with this whole playlist, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's not a ton of songs. There's actually more on there than I thought. It was just, for whatever reason, the last time I used it on stream, I still accidentally had my Spotify on shuffle. And it was shuffling the same, like, 3 songs instead of doing, That's true. Okay, you're not wrong, but still, they are still classified as a predator. And I find it funny that the predators need the anxiety. Then again, we're predators too. You know what? I find it less funny that. Yeah, there's a lot of parallels there. Never mind. I'm gonna eat my spaghetti and make my flower crowns and shut up. But yeah, the last time I played this playlist, it like looped the same 3 songs, or the first 3 songs of the playlist instead of going through any of the rest of them. And I guess the shuffle glitched out or something like that. Because I had accidentally left the shuffle on. I turned it off this time. But yeah, for whatever reason, it was looping the same 3 songs, and I didn't realize it until like halfway through building the nether garden in the castle in the end. And it was because I kept hearing that line over and over and over and over again. I need to make my own DMCA free playlist instead of using the pre-made ones, but until then, this pre-made one is very nice. Very chill. I like it. I don't know how much of it you can actually hear. Maybe it was looping before. Or maybe this playlist is just that short. Music. I like music. I really wish DMCA didn't exist, because like the playlists I would have specifically for streaming would just be so varied. Like my general playlist alone could be nicknamed the Whiplash playlist, just because of how much different stuff is on it. And if you pop it on shuffle, it's really rare you're gonna hear the same things in the same order twice. Especially if you reshuffle it at a time or two. And I've thought about changing the name attached to my Spotify playlist and making it public, just so that, or my Spotify and making it public, just so that, like, actually I don't know if it's private, I just need to change the name on it. Just so I can share music with everybody. What is this one called? These all have interesting names. So like the very first one was DMCA free. The second one was they deleted my VODs. The third one with the because mommy and daddy love each other so much, is called For Twitch. The last one was No Copyright Guy. This is called Rockets and Amazon Primes. And I'm not gonna ask for y'all's primes, but if you have them and you like my content, I am going to be streaming more often. I literally have like a game plan and everything. And Prime is free. You're stealing money from Amazon. We like to do that. Steal from the rich. The playlist thing would be kind of fancy. I'm nowhere near popular enough to have like one of those Spotify updates account, but I was talking with a friend the other day about like what would it be like if we did have one, and I was like, they'd probably be concerned about how many times in a row I listen to certain songs. This one's called No DMCA Launch Control. Seems this thing has a theme. Gosh, I would probably actively concern somebody, like whoever, like if I ever get popular enough that I end up with one of those Spotify accounts, I would probably end up actively concerning them. Like, there are times I get in the mood where I listen to things like Daywalker on repeat for an hour or more. Alright, we're letting it set for a second. We're gonna flip it back over and turn on the lights and see how it looks. Are we ready? 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 Boom. Yo. It actually looks... okay, I'm kind of in love. Look at that, the flowers themselves seem to glow. I'm in love. Oh my gosh. Now that's a pride crown. What do you say, Morgana? Want to come up here? Oh, no, 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 no. You stay. You come up here and model it for me? It's a little big for Morgana, but that's alright. Somebody with an actual, like, shaped head would be fine. Oh, that's so cool. Like, the orange flowers look like fire, and... I can't believe this actually worked. Holy crow. Guys, it actually worked. Ah! Alright, and so the switch is right here by this blue flower. Oh. Okay, now for the put it on my own head test. Not that Val will get to see that one, but... It is a little big, but not too bad. I think the extra length helps balance it out. And it could just be a little bit big for my head, and somebody else it would fit beautifully on. Well, that's one crown down. We have one to go. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Alright. Me. Alright, let's see. Just fling the flowers. Whoop. Okay. Now, we have one more to do. What? And darling, it's time for yours. So this one is going to be one of the few that I make on stream that is not for sale. Well, for general populace, because it is a commission. It is for our darling Anne, our very own. We picked out some wonderful colors. And gold. Gold ribbon, my friends. Gold! So the majority of the prep work for this one is done. I just kind of gotta do the wire and then the gluing. So that's pretty neat. I probably should have kept him in the box, huh? Oh well. Man, they're so pretty. I'm so excited. Flowers! Flowers, flowers for Anne. And we'll talk after stream about the less fun part. Alright, so... I don't need to make this one nearly as long, and I honestly could have shortened up the other one too. Let's see. There we go. This one's called Sleep Stream. It's kind of funny. looks like the artist behind this playlist is Sonds, S-O-N-D-S period. Should go check them out on Spotify. I'm liking their list. Looks like this is also called Volume 1, so I wonder if they've got... This one's called 24 Hours Stream. I like that. Doing a little bit of a thicker core, since this is going to be a bit more of a long-term wear. Something that can stand up to that long-term wear. First things first, cap off out the ends of our wires so that we don't end up stabbing anything or anyone. Oh, that's gonna be so exciting! Oh, an Anne dress to go with a ghost flower crown. Oh, that's gonna be wonderful. Well, we better make sure it's going to be the best darn compliment to your dress ever. Ah, that's exciting! If you need me to, I can try and get you some really good shots of the colors of the flowers, if that'll help with your dress pickings. Am I still on the warm light? No, I'm on the bright light. I'm so excited about this. I've been excited about this since you and I started talking about it. I feel bad it took me so long to get started on it. Oh, it just started looping. You know what? That's fine. I'm alright with that. Ghost Shadow streaming first, though doing 2. Oh, there you go. Depending how warm it is there in August, maybe light with dark accents, and then this can be another dark accent, because we've got quite a bit of blue going on here. I don't know how warm it is in August there, though. Oh, there's the fire. It's like, where did my fire go? Is it very warm? Oof. This is metallic. That was a little dumb. A little too close to the flame. This is why. You know what else is very warm? That. That was bad. I'm sorry. Alright, and now we're going in with the gold. Maybe it did just keep looping in a weird shuffly pattern. I thought it was only playing like 4 songs, because this one's very easy to loop through and think you've still got more to go. I wonder if there's a volume 2. I guess not. Oh well. That's okay. I feel like we're gilding. We're doing a little bit of gilding over here. This is one of the few times where I'm almost tempted to let the ribbon show through a little bit more than normal. Do we know of anybody that doesn't like copyright strike that I can play music on, stream with? I know of a single artist, and it's one that I've been obsessing over some of the songs of recently, but I'd want to double check before I used their music. This is a tangled mess now. And it looks like I'm making you a halo right now. Yeah, I know. I could play, gosh, that's a single song. And the rest of that playlist is definitely DMCA. I know a single song that I could play. Pretty sure Lovejoy is trying to protect their interests and... I know! It's alright, we'll be coating the halo in flowers here soon. Don't worry, my favorite, one of my favorite eldritch beings. You won't have an angel's halo for long. Just move that there. I feel like it's significant when a fae gives you something, but I'm trying to remember the lessons you were taught as a child, Ghost. What did those lessons say? Well, actually, the lessons say don't take presents from fae, but this is a commission, not a present. So I guess I'm hoping that doesn't count. Don't worry, I'm not asking your soul in pricing. I don't think I am anyway. We have had this discussion, yes. Don't worry, that's not the payment I seek this time. Your temporary halo is done, my dear. Now, time to add the flowers. Wait, work on it. My knee. I sound like an old lady. Okay, let's see. As you can see, I've got them kind of in a random pile, so it's not like there's going to be much order to this. You know what? I'm strangely comfortable with this continuing to loop. We're just gonna let it go. I'm so excited. This is gonna look really nice when it's done. Liking it so far, dear? Ooh, it's still red for me, but that's kind of exciting that it's purple for you. Purple supremacy indeed. I will always agree with purple supremacy. Have you seen my layout? I figured out what part of the buzzing noise is. It's not just static. It's my case. It's literally the iPad rattling against the case, which is something I'm used to hearing when it's in my hands and like I've got the volume really loud. But it's also leaning against my bed, which has metal parts on it, and it's leaning against one of those, which is part of what's making it sound so bad. I figured it out. I don't like the answer, but I figured it out. Oh. It took me a second to figure out whether that was a key smash or not, and I think it is. Y'all are screaming in the MCU chat. You did key smash, damn. Peek over at Discord because you tagged me in something and just see y'all screaming in the MCU chat. You guys definitely are, and I'm trying not to look too much because I really don't want spoilers in this case, but at the same time, what am I supposed to do when it's my server? I mean, Viking's in there and he's a mod there, so... You know, I may not be watching a lot of TV, in general these days, but I have found myself watching, MasterChef Junior in the last couple of nights. It's the first TV show I've watched in months, besides, watching Vikings with Viking, the other day. I've been watching MasterChef Junior. I'm not too far in yet, but it's interesting to watch these kids compete on the same level as the adults. To be fair, I had been looking for MasterChef UK at first, but it is locked on my level of Hulu. I'd have to pay for the next level of Hulu, and I'm not doing that. What of these do I have? Because I can fill in a few more gaps. Yeah, with Gordon. he is really amazing with kids because he recognizes that they're still learning and that he's helping with that learning. And I like it. I like it. No. That's the set I've been working on. I'm glad you approve. I'd be very worried if you suddenly stopped approving, to be completely and utterly honest. So fun fact, I used to dance a long time ago. But I danced for about 8 years, and my back, knees, and hips sometimes do not like that fact. So if you ever see me stretching and shifting weirdly, that would be why. I'm an old lady at barely 23. Can't say barely 23 anymore, actually. Cause I'll be 24 in like 5 months. 4 or 5 months. You're not wrong there, and you're not wrong there at all. Yeah, our creatures confined by mortality, unfortunately. Too tired to argue with you on that one right now. I'm both confined and confused by mortality. But we're not going to get existential today. We'll save existentialism for later. Plenty of us can get existential pretty well on our own. We don't need me to bring in existentialism into the stream. Not me being confused by a notification from Twitch saying somebody that I know went live this morning is live again. I know there are people that stream multiple times a day, but I don't get it. I mean, I do, but I don't. You guys believe tomorrow's July? Well, it might already be July for you, Anne. Time traveler, time traveler, time traveler. Sorry if I'm getting quiet. I'm getting tired. 8-hour shift plus 2 flower crowns and a stream. Sleepy girl. Yay. Sleepy ghost. Also gotta be careful to not slip up and say my legal name instead. Yeah. I mean, it's not the biggest deal on the face of the planet if I do accidentally, like, say my legal name. Most people won't believe it's my legal name, anyway, because I have a very odd first name. I love it. But it is a very different name. Well, comparatively to other people in my area. It's very odd. But I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I enjoy my name. We're nearly done. That one's trying to hitch on for the ride. Wait your turn. I'm glad you love it. That's the important part. But say I can adore something that I've made, but if my my amazing client isn't happy, well then that's a bit of a problem. gonna do the flip. Oh, I'm so excited to see the dress you've got planned for this. I'm very excited. Ooh, yes. That's... what do we think? I'm glad. I'm very glad. There's one little spot up here in the front I want to fill real quick. There we go. Now that we filled that spot there. I'm good to call her done, I think. I'll send some official pictures and we can do any other last minute fixes we need, if need be. But for now, that is going to be it. We've done 2 full flower crowns. I am impressed, actually. And one of them has friggin' lights. Man, lights! And a flower crown! This was a lot of fun. And the fact that I both planned this and stuck to that plan is very encouraging for myself. So I'm very excited about that. I can't wait to see y'all soon. I'm thinking we might do Friday. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do Friday. I don't know if... tomorrow's the first day of art fight, so we'll see if I end up doing anything tomorrow. I'm not gonna guarantee anything. But we'll see. Alright. I love you all. I can look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good night. Bye!